in the coming day or two to come up and do stuff like this up until a maximum of 39.8, okay? The upper limit is 39.8 because that represents the 382 Fibonacci retracement, and we know that fourth waves cannot retrace beyond the 382 of the third wave. And remember, this is the blue count, so this is the third wave, okay? I hope that is clear, and that's what I'm trading. So I'm basically going to take profit on my short right here for the purple wave. I'm going to take profit on my short and scalp long to somewhere here. Minimum retracement is 236. I'm probably going to take profit at the 236 and then look for another entry short so that I can go short on this fifth wave for the blue wave and then do it all over again, because then we have the yellow count, which then enters its fourth wave. So do you see how this region, as I started the video, this region between about 39.8 and 37K will be a lot, will be a region of high activity, if you will. We'll have a lot of up and down ping pong price action in that region for the coming days, given this analysis. And again, that mirrors what we have here, right? This is what we project. There's your symmetry right there. Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is March 6th, 2022, and Bitcoin is looking like it's stuck in another wave 4 correction, okay? This basically means we can anticipate a consolidation, a lengthy consolidation in between the prices of 40K and about 37K for some time. And let me explain. If you're interested in why we may be ping-ponging, going up and down within that range for some time, then watch until the very end. I'm going to basically show how Bitcoin has respected our Elliott waves model, or our map that we've drawn out since a few days back, and why I expect the price to bottom out completely around the 34.5 region, okay, 34,500 region. All right, so let's get into it. We're on the 30-minute time frame. I've got 3 different waves in 3 different colors. Once again, this is the same count. They're just nested, right? Think Russian dolls, okay? The purple wave is the innermost wave, and that's the master key wave, because this is the one everything's based around. Everything's based off of this one wave. This is the first one that's finally finished, okay? And we've just completed it. And what we're doing right now, actually zooming in, is we are forming a break of pattern, or a break of structure wave, an A wave, right? This 3-wave structure right here is an A wave, and this is a corrective wave that's signaling the end of this purple trend, all right? This purple impulse to the downside. So I'm just going to try it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're new to this channel, we primarily use Elliott waves here, obvious support and resistance, and other, rudimentary sort of charting principles to track the price of Bitcoin. But my specialty is in Elliott waves, and here we're counting Elliott waves. According to Elliott wave theory, every impulse moves in 5 sequences. So there's 5 waves in an impulse, and every correction moves in 3. After 5, you have to get 3. But you can get successive 3 wave corrections for quite some time, either 3 times or 5 times, or you can get a series of 3 wave corrections, but after every 5 wave corrections you get 3 waves. So that's what we're getting here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and now we're getting an A wave. We can anticipate a B wave forming a slightly lower low, and then that B wave can actually look like a number of things. It can look like this. It can look like a composed B wave. It's just 3 waves, and then an impulse to the upside, okay? And that's why we're going to be raging in this region for still quite some time, because now the purple wave's complete. We are on the blue wave, and this blue wave is essentially the second outermost Elliott wave. These are all the same thing. It's just tracking them based on degree. Okay, so purple is the smallest degree, the blue is the medium degree, the yellow is the largest degree. So we've just completed wave 3 of the medium degree according to my count. Okay, and my target for the B wave here, the B wave of this A wave, is going to simply be the inverse 1618 of this wave 4, because we have yet to hit the inverse 1618 of this wave 4, and typically wave 5 travels as far as the inverse 1618 of wave 4. And see, I pulled the Fibonacci retracement tool. This was wave 4 right here, our complex wave 4 correction. So I anticipate our B wave, which usually breaks the origin of the A wave, to come down on this chart to about 37.9. Okay, so that's where I anticipate the B wave to come down, and then we get some sort of pivot depending on what kind of B wave we get. Again, we can get a composed B wave like this, can be like more like this, and then another pivot before going into our fully impulsive C wave, or sometimes if the B wave is composed enough in and of itself, we straight out get the C wave in to complete this corrective pattern. And so that will be wave 4 of this blue wave. And again, wave 4 tends to be complex if wave 2 was simple. And if you look up, you see our 2 waves were all relatively simple. So we got already a complex wave 4 correction in the purple, right, which was the innermost Elliott wave pattern. Okay, and if you're confused about what I mean by innermost and outermost, watch yesterday's video, March 5th video. I explained kind of the system that I've developed in trying to count Elliott waves as they form. It's not anything out of the ordinary. It's basically going from the innermost count to the outermost count. Okay, and so I anticipate that we also form another complex correction, like so. So we come down for B and then do whatever. Complex corrections are tricky. That's why they call it complex corrections. The number of combinations and permutations that they can take on are pretty much endless, right? So here we got a WXY, okay? A WXY, which is a complex correction that is in 3 waves. It's called a double 3, right? There's such a thing called a triple 3, which is WXYXZ. But within the W right here, we had a triple 3. They can be nested. There are no, there's some rules, but there are no guidelines. It has to be this way or that way. So we had a triple 3 in W, and then that was just one of 3 complex waves, because we got an X that came all the way down, almost, making people think that the correction was over, and then a Y that came all the way up. So just work the Ys. Try not to trade within these complex corrections. It's very dangerous. It's too unpredictable. There's no reason to risk your capital trying to trade within these regions. Keep your stops and your targets outside of these zones. And that's why we're using these maps, these wave maps, because they're able to let us know where Nicola, bless you. They're able to let us know where the end of wave 3 is and the end of wave 4 is. Basically, the uppermost limit of wave 4, the 382. So you can comfortably set your stops above the 382 so you don't get sort of wicked out in all that volatility. So I hope I'm not losing anybody there. But basically, on this chart, if indeed our wave 3 ends here, and we have our wave 2 that's all the way up here for this blue count, all right, for this blue line. Okay, these are not different Elliott wave counts that I can't make my mind up on, and maybe this and maybe that. No, they're all one. It's just varying degrees. So just be clear. The top of 2 to the bottom of 3, right? Let's say the bottom of 3 is right here. Gives us the upper limit of 4. So I intend for us in the coming day or two to come up and do stuff like this up until a maximum of 39.8, okay? The upper limit is 39.8 because that represents the 382 Fibonacci retracement, and we know that fourth waves cannot retrace beyond the 382 of the third wave. And remember, this is the blue count, so this is the third wave, okay? I hope that is clear, and that's what I'm trading. So I'm basically going to take profit on my short right here for the purple wave. I'm going to take profit on my short and scalp long to somewhere here. Minimum retracement is 236. I'm probably going to take profit at the 236 and then look for another entry short so that I can go short on this fifth wave for the blue wave and then do it all over again, because then we have the yellow count, which then enters its fourth wave. So do you see how this region, as I started the video, this region between about 39.8 and 37K will be a lot, will be a region of high activity, if you will. We'll have a lot of up and down ping pong price action in that region for the coming days, given this analysis. And again, that mirrors what we have here, right? This is what we project. There's your symmetry right there. You have this, that, and this is why, based on the purple count now, that is kind of like the master key. If this were to play out, the final, the absolute bottom we can expect for Bitcoin on this move would be the lower boundary of this trend line. Let's zoom out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if you don't know, this trend line is essentially, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this really quickly. If you don't know, this lower trend line is essentially a upward sloping support of our larger A wave. We're getting a sort of a composed B wave, right? And that's basically what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing the bottom, we may wick beyond, but the bottom of this move to be about 35K, okay? I don't see Bitcoin going much further than that given the price action we've gotten up until this point, right? We can wick beyond 35K, but maybe yesterday or 2 days ago I was saying, oh, we may be testing between 30 and 31 just because, beyond 33, below 33, there's not much support. But I don't see that given the price action, given what we're printing, given the Elliott wave counts that I'm putting in. And some of you may ask, well, didn't you talk about an extended wave, Dean? Like, wasn't there supposed to be an extended wave? And yes, the extended wave is, in this case, it's going to be wave 3 of the blue wave and wave 3 of the yellow wave, okay? That's going to be your extended wave because those are beyond the 2 Fibonacci extension of wave 1, both of them. Okay, so that's your extended wave. If wave 3 is extended, wave 1 and 5 cannot be, right? Those are the precepts of Elliott wave principles. Only one of the three impulsive positive waves can be extended. All right, so I hope this is helpful. I hope this is useful. Like if you got value from this kind of analysis, share with others who you think may also be looking for some insights as to what Bitcoin may be doing in the coming days. And subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We'd love to have you. Trade safe, my friends, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.